Mr. Deity, Mr. Deity, Mr. Deity.
The hell? Y'all hear that shit? Data. Family, we made it. We made it. Listen, you are now standing in the home of the stubborn minority, amongst the congregation of the mighty, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Yup, this is a Heart of a Simple production, and right now we're doing tribal quotes. And speaking of a Heart of a Simple production, we have an announcement for the Simba family out there, all those that want to be part of the Simba family. But we strive to blow up those old paradigms. I wanted to hurry up and get y'all through that so I could play this.
Fellow Republicans, Barack Obama, among other things, saying this. Fellow Republicans.
Hold on. I tried to have it perfectly timed. But you know, my daughter ain't working the boards today. I got to work the boards. You know, when you working the boards by yourself, you got to do it by yourself. But we going, because we want to start off the conversation hot. Hot and heavy.
On the eve of the House Judiciary Committee's hearing on legislation related to paying reparations for slavery, the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, voicing his opposition
Can't wait to hear what he got to say.
One of his strongest statements to date.
Strong statement. Let's see what he said.
To make Barack Obama a one-term president, among other things, saying this.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago, for whom none of us currently living are responsible, is a good idea. We've, tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president. I think we're always a work in progress in this country, but no one currently alive was responsible for that.
Let's bring in Van Newkirk, a staff writer at The Atlantic, and Reverend Robert W. Lee, a descendant of General... Start with you.
Y'all know what that means. Grab the kids. Get inside the house. Barricade yourself. Protect yourself. Fuckery is afoot. Fuckery is afoot. Speaking on you want to turn off, family. Listen to me. Did you hear him? How dare y'all want reparations? Gave you Obama. The fuck else you want? This is the mind state. This is the mind state, right? We got this old crotchety. Oh, I mean, just old. I mean, he don't. You know what? What's even worse is that this motherfucker ain't even the age he look. You know what I'm saying? He gave us Obama. Legislation, civil rights legislation. You know what I'm saying? It's like these motherfuckers just rolled over and said, okay, we're going to give you the civil rights legislation. People got beat in the streets to make that shit happen. Right? And I can't get past the part that he gave you a black president. What more do y'all want? I mean, that's the only. I was just waiting for him to say, you people. I mean, they get coached so well, but it was just on the tip of his tongue. So one of the things I wanted to do was, family, I want you to go to his wiki page, right? I want you to go and I want you to look at Mitch McConnell. I want you to look at where he went to high school, and I want you to ask this question. How many black people did he go to high school with? Because everybody, because people are very proud of being immigrants, and I have nothing against the whole immigration piece. I have no, you know what I'm saying? But white folks are so quick to throw out the immigrant piece as if when they came here, they did not receive the benefits of being American citizens. Being citizens of a country means something. It's supposed to mean something. This means that you receive something for your citizenship. This means that you receive certain protections and are guaranteed certain rights by the government, even if you belong to a terroristic state. And a lot of white immigrants, when they came over here, honestly believed the narrative. See, this is why it's important for us to start understanding the power of narratives, because this old crotchety white motherfucker by the name of Mitch McConnell honestly believed that by allowing a black president in the White House, who, by the way, wouldn't even be able to really apply for reparations, but who, by the way, Mitch McConnell stated in his own crotchety voice 8 years ago. No, my fault. It's almost It's almost 19 years ago. Let's see. No, 4 and 4 and 8. Almost 11 years ago. We going to make him a one-term president. We going to make him a one-term president. This motherfucker who will tell you and look you in your face and say, I don't have one racist bone in my body. This is what they say. All right, Kwame got a statement on here. One love, fam. What's happening? We sitting up here. We got to run through the reparation stuff. Then we're going to get into our, we're going to run through the news. Then we're going to get into our tribal quotes. Y'all know how we do it. You know, I'm running a little bit late, but I'm able to time how long the show. I'm going to try to keep the show to about 60 minutes. As close as I can, family, I promise. But just after seeing this shit, after just seeing this, you know what I'm saying? I'm seething. And he did this on the eve of Juneteenth. On the eve of the reparations hearing. You know? And every time I look at this motherfucker, I just expect I expect a gobble to come up out of his mouth. He got so much chin up under there and shit. I don't know what that flapping shit up under your neck. I don't know. I just be expecting to hear a gobble from that motherfucker every time I look at him. I'm just like, God damn. Okay. Enough with Mitch the bitch. All right, let's go to our man Trump, the great pumpkin himself, in the news. That was from CNN, by the way. This is from CBS News. Trump vows to cure cancer and eradicate AIDS as he kicks off his re-election campaign. I need to know, is the eradication, if the cure for cancer and eradication of AIDS, is that going to come before or after the war that he is playing, that's about to happen, because presidents when they're in war tend to get reelected. And I want to know, is it going to come before or after the wall that the Mexicans are going to pay for? But hey, we're going to give him a round of applause because this great pumpkin did, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't believe in no goddamn small lies. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing but look in wonder at how you could just be just God damn. Let's just give him a round of applause for his, his balls are still, all right? I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Some of the shit he just be saying, he got to have a tight clique, family. This is why you got the tribe up. Donald Trump is tribed up. Because them motherfuckers around him, you watch motherfuckers in interviews, you bring up shit and lies he say, these motherfuckers don't even blink. They just sit up there and interview. They don't blink. They not sweating. And they just backing up everything he's saying. It is important to tribe up, because even when you fuck up, your tribe is going to be like, nigga paying the light bill. Whatever he said, the wall is going to be built. We going to cure cancer, eradicate AIDS. Yep. Next 4 years. Yep. Going to get rid of all that shit. We're going to break up Amazon. We're going to deport all the illegal immigrants and a couple of extras and shit. We don't even care. So, Brother Kwame say, didn't the turkeys like that? Yeah, I might have insulted the turkeys, so you right. They might be protesting my show. So, you know, there's certain groups you don't fuck with. You don't fuck with the turkeys. You don't fuck with the LGBTQ community or whatever it is. And you don't fuck with the Jews. Just the way it is. But he does, you know, turkeys might let me slide. They might let me slide. All right. America has tried reparation before. Here's how it went. Let's see if New York Times, if I can fool them and get in on it. I'll be trying to get these free posts, and we're going to see if they let us through. Okay. It looked like we there so far. Ever since the Union Army General announced in Galveston, Texas, that all slaves are free on June 19th, 1865. That's called Juneteenth for those that don't know. They caught me. They caught me. They caught me. Yep. They're not going to let me in, family. They let me get a little good reading in, and then be like, well, now you got to finish. You got to pay us. Subscribe $1 a week. I'm not subscribing to the New York Times. I'm not going to do it. But y'all can look that article up yourself. I will tell you the name of the article. The article is in the New York Times. America has tried reparations before. Here's how it went. All right? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe when we start making money doing this show, I go and get some subscription to these magazines and papers so I don't have to be jumping around and doing stuff that I do. 5 ways to fight wealth inequality according to economists. Let's go and look at that real quick. Because part of this whole piece that you're going to hear as we're talking about reparations is wealth inequality, right? And what we want to do and the way we're trying to craft our arguments as far as reparations. Now, I may be having problems seeing any of your comments on Facebook because Restream is having a lot of problems. But 5 ways to fight wealth inequality. Now, the whole wealth inequality argument is one that is used in reparations, but what we have to be very careful about all of the arguments that we craft as far as reparations. We have to be precise with who we are talking about with reparations, because this is something that the candidates will try to hijack and promise everybody something and deliver absolutely nothing. If we allow our issues to be expanded to cover everybody, we will receive the same results of everything else that we got in history that eventually was expanded to everybody. Do you understand? We have received nothing. We received less. If you heard in the hearing, Dr. Malveaux, and I'm going to say this about the hearing because I watched the hearing, and a lot of people are being super critical of the hearing. I wasn't totally dissatisfied. I thought Ta-Nehisi Coates did a very good job dealing with the questions, dealing with bringing in the total history, where this is not just about slavery, this is about Jim Crow, this is about redlining, this is about what's going on currently as far as the jails, the prison complex and all that stuff. So I was cool with that, and I was cool with some of the stuff that came out. But there's some other stuff in there. But of course, you know a lot of that was gonna come out because we had people up there that really didn't need to be up there, and that's neither here nor there. But the ones that deal with it. But Dr. Malveaux did a real good job and arguing, trying to make sure that some of the economic information, economic data was put on the table. But 5 ways to fight wealth inequality. So we're going to get to the hearing in a minute. The rise of income inequality and the struggle of so many families to get ahead have shaken American politics across the spectrum. So this is them. We're going to expand this whole reparations piece, and we have to shut that shit down, family. We cannot allow that because, once again, this is the issue. If everybody gets something, then everybody still remains in the same place. Let me say that again. if everybody gets something, then everybody still remains in the same place. Our goal, as far as ADOS, is to make sure that the ADOS receives what is owed to us. I'm not against anybody else getting what they're going to get. Gays, y'all want reparations? Have at it. Hispanics feel they need it? Have at it. Environmentalists, y'all want something? Have at it. Right? But I have to put the interests of my people and the future of my children ahead of all that. Just letting you know. Y'all come with all the little fancy arguments. There won't be no air to breathe. Well, my kids will be suffocating, but they won't be broke. They'll be able to afford the oxygen tanks until we get that shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? Well, up there, all the arguments that y'all gonna bring, I'm ready for that bullshit, right? I'm just letting y'all know, right? I got to make sure we get ours first. And that's your responsibility. Most of y'all that listen to my show, it's our responsibility to make sure that our children are able to get it, because I talked to my mom about, and we need to start talking to our families. When we have barbecues, when we have dinners, when we had a holiday meal, we need to make sure that reparations is thrown out there. And we start having the conversations and really start making sure that we're arming our people, because you have a lot of people that believe in the concept but don't have the conviction. They feel it's a handout. And they'll come and they'll say some ignorant shit, and you have to be ready to deal with that, right? And then they'll get to this whole universal piece, and you have to combat the whole universal piece and let black people know, listen, you're not Jesus. We're not Jesus. Our people are not Jesus. We do not have to bear the sins of this whole society. Fuck that. Brother Kwame threw something up. You don't tug on Superman, or what he said, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask of the old Lone Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. I'm just saying, man. Listen, we have to be able to, and part of the reason we're talking about Gye-Nyame Journey Media, because we have to start making sure our people have talking points to support what we're doing, right? We got to start shaping the minds, or at least giving people the fuel in the minds. Because a lot of people can see that something's not right, but they can't put the words on it. And we have a responsibility, those of us that know, to make sure that those of us that know, to make sure that those that don't know, but that are reaching for something, that's looking for something, help them find answers, rather than getting caught up in fantasies about not being Americans and not being, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you gonna go? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like this, family. Having traveled just a little bit, America is one of the best places to be poor. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got fantasies about going other places and being broke. America treat the poor, you know what I'm saying? Poor is bad everywhere. Don't get me wrong, but it's certain poors that your ass really don't want to be, right? And then on top of that, you got to be able to afford a visa. You got to be able to afford the plane tickets. I be having motherfuckers telling me they about to move and they ain't got money for plane tickets. They ain't got money for visas. And I'm gonna live my dream. I'm gonna secret my way into another reality. Come on, family. Come on now, we got to be able to talk some, get your let's get reparations, and you go live where the fuck you want. I'm just throwing it out there. You're not confined to America. You can live the American lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been really living the American lifestyle. We've been receiving the scraps off of master table. We haven't really been able to live the American lifestyle. You know? He said, who took your visa pics? I mean, because a lot of people don't even have passports. I'm becoming on some illusionary shit. Family, we got to get real about this. All right. President Trump invokes the plight of the forgotten people. Liberals call for massive new government programs. Wall Street titan Gye-Nyame proposes a Marshall Plan for America. Ideological conservatives warn of a socialist uprising that would ruin American capitalism, but economists who study the issue say it needs not to come to that. They got 5 solutions here. Let's 5 ways to fight wealth inequality. I got one way to fight wealth inequality. That's called reparations. Now they got 5. I got 1. Just saying. All right. They say bolstering human capital, raising wages and returns, altering corporate governance, expanding infrastructure, protecting intellectual property. That's the 5. Those ain't gonna work. See, because everybody gonna get, and that means that everybody, and we're going to be in the same position. Come on, family. Come on, family. No, don't fall for the foolishness no more. We can't fall for the foolishness no more. I'm not going to allow you. I can't allow you to fall for the foolishness anymore. All right. Discussion time. A historic hearing. House panel explores reparations. So let's go and talk about the meeting yesterday. I don't know why 3 windows open every time I click. I have to get something fixed. An historic hearing. House panel explores reparations. Washington. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. This is New York Times. I can't even read that one either. Well, family, y'all got me on a budget. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. We on a budget. Now, I can't spend no more without causing conflict in my house. This shit cost the phones, all this costs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm limited. I can't get no New York Times subscription. I'm just saying. Y'all need to consider that. Media costs money. All right. Iraq shoots down a U.S. drone aircraft. Now, so we are on the verge of a conflict or a war with Iran. Now, of course, I keep on telling you this part of the smoke screen because they need to take some of this attention off of reparations and some of the other underhanded shit that's going on in Washington as usual. So a war is always a good diversionary tactic. So while you looking over here, we're shifting shit here, right? We got to be single. We got to be single-sided. We got to be clear on our vision, and we got to move in that direction. We're gonna talk about that a little bit with these proverbs today. But Iran shoots down a U.S. drone aircraft. Now I want to let y'all know how this is bullshit. Let me just break this down. The drone that they shot down, if you listen to news media, was a spy drone. The Iranians shot down a spy drone. It was an American spy drone, but it was a spy drone. What the fuck are you supposed to do with a spy drone when you catch the spy drone spying on you? Let's just say you got a neighbor. You got a neighbor. And the motherfucker got a drone. And he's flying the drone looking in your bedroom window. You see the camera on the drone. you within your rights with the drone floating around looking into your bedroom window to smash that motherfucker? I'm just asking. We're talking about a whole country here. You got a spy drone, $1 million piece of equipment that's spying on a group, and the spy drone get caught. And we supposed to get hot and bothered as American citizens because they caught a spy drone? It's called a spy drone. Yeah, family. I mean, maybe y'all don't get where I'm going with this, but this shit just don't sound right. What do you say? Expatriotism. I'm just like, family. I mean, there's certain things you got to expect. Spies get caught. Spy drones get caught. When they get caught, if you being spied on, you're supposed to smash them. It's like, don't fall for the okie doke. Now, here in Ohio, we are going to be having Simba Camp. Is going to be in Ohio. It ain't that far from Columbus. So we finally got it here. So all of the people that be calling me talking about, well, I need help with this boy, and y'all need to have programs. I wish you still had the house open and blah, blah, blah. Here you go. Right here in Ohio. They got spots open. The flyer's on my site. You can get it. It says Simba, Saving My Brother's Arms, offers African-American young men aged 8 to 17 a safe space to examine their lives, their choices, and their futures based on Rites of Passage motto. The camps take young males through a process which exposes the traps that lie waiting for them in the world and lifts up the power and promise of African and African-American culture and heritage. The Simba Camp will take place on June 29th to July 6th in Hatley, Wisconsin, and July 14th to 19th in Fulton, Ohio. For information regarding the Ohio Simba Camp program, please contact Deshaun Sensabaugh, also known as Royalty. I won't say what I call him. You know, that's an inside, that's a family joke. But, 373-3330. 614-373-3330. Family, we got a few spaces left. I don't expect anybody to be calling me talking about, I need something to do with this boy. I don't know what to do with this boy. Right? I just laid it right out for you. We got a count going down here from July 14th to the 19th, I think, in Ohio. Somebody called in, they hung up. I don't know what's going on with that. Also, now, I read a book recently. It's called Digitonomics. Great book. Listen to me. The brother has a system where he has been able to commoditize his content on the internet. Create ebooks, do shows, everything. And I'm looking at all the stuff that he's doing. I'm like, damn, I'm using all the same stuff. So I reached out to him, and now he's helping me put some stuff together so I can streamline Gye-Nyame journey. Right? The book was good. It's a good read. I'm suggesting, family, that everybody reads it, because not just because you might be a content creator, but the fact is that, you know what I'm saying, you might have something that's of value, and he can help you market it. He can help you build what he calls a WAP. It's a walk-away wealth system. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music, because being old, I got to use the bathroom. We're going to take a break.
So with no further delay, let's give him our undivided attention, and let's receive Brother Minister Nuri Muhammad with a warm round of applause. All praise and peace for Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, family. In
the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. I'd like to greet my brothers and my sisters in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody today? All praises are due to Allah. I'm doing well myself, striving in Allah's name to make my word my bond. Thanking Allah to be able to celebrate a Savior's Day. To actually have met a Lord and a Redeemer for the black man and woman in the whole world if they only but understood. And I'm talking about the greatest black man that has ever lived other than God himself, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, Columbus most dangerous up in here for the year 2014. Yeah, Grind Life Entertainment. It's got you calling on your Jesus. Coming through your workshop. Open on the street is getting deep. It's time I workshop.
All right, we got a caller. All right, we're gonna stop the music. That was Brother Shekel. Matter of fact, he got a new album coming out. We're gonna be. I want to premiere that on here and also interview him. Also, I got to get an interview with Brother Eddie Baird as well because they got a news piece out too. Damn, the caller hung up. All right, well, we're going to go and finish this up. Because that second caller, I don't know what's going on with these callers just calling in and hanging up. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. All right, and I know that I can't see any of y'all comments. I can't see no comments because the Facebook piece is messed up. But the call-in line is 614-260-7150. Once again, 614. I'm going to type it in. Call in 614-556-4535. By the way, I'm planning to attend at least part of the camp in Ohio. For those that want to know, so and I got time to do the whole camp if I need to, but we have to go on and support these type of efforts. It's very important. So let's get into the folktale for the night, because I got to work on my commercial. I got a commercial coming out, family. You know, we got to have some homework. You know, working with Brother Philip Shock. Oh, speaking of that, he has another product on here. They say the portion of Africans and other black immigrants is quietly increasing. No one is taking note. Brother Shock Matthews, he has 50 reasons why African Americans succeed and failing financially. Now, I read this piece. This one is a free read if you so choose, or you could go and give them a little bit more. But it was a pretty good piece because in it I was able to identify some of the stuff that I do, right? I mean, because basically what this is doing, it allows you to take inventory of yourself and look at some of the stuff that you do that helps you not be able to at least save a little bit. You know what I'm saying? At least move beyond the 1700 that I keep telling y'all about, right? I'm looking at them like, damn, this is why I can't get past the 1700 in the bank. God damn it. I need to make some adjustments tomorrow. You know how we do. When it comes to tomorrow, do it tomorrow. Let's see if Brother Kwame made another comment. The name of the book, again, is called Digitalnomics. Digitalnomics. It is a digital book. Digital book. It's on the timeline. And then also, he has another piece on here called 50 Reasons Why African Americans Succeed at Failing Financially. Available on Gumroad. So, you know, like I said, because he's teaching me some, he's teaching me some little skills, man. It's kind of dope because it's incredible when you start finding out you got all of the right skills but you're using the wrong tools, or you're using the tools wrong. This is what, I mean, just in one session, this is what he pointed out to me. Bro, you got all, he like, dude, you got, he said, well, how many? I got about 2,000 blogs. You got what? I got 1,000 videos. What? Man, I've been podcasting since 2008. What? I use Gumroad. What? Man, I'm a big fan of using Google. I write books on Google. What? So yeah, man, I've been doing this for years. And he's saying you conscious too. I said, dog, let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you. Right? So I said, all right, cool. So he gave me homework assignment. And see, what's crazy is the homework assignment he gave me, I was already done with. I already got it. But somebody calling in, who just calling in online? Are you calling in just to listen?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I was waiting for my Bluetooth to kick in.
What's up going? What's going on? This is Quasi Low. Quasi Low, are you going to the cookout this weekend, my brother?
Is it in the Raiders house?
Yeah, it was supposed to be top secret, but yeah, you just told the feds where we're going to be. Okay, yeah, that one.
What?
No, I'm just joking. But go ahead. How you doing?
I'm good. I'll probably be cooking, right?
Hey, yeah.
Really?
What do I need to bring so that you can cook it up?
Whatever you want to be delicious.
Uh-oh. So now, I've been talking to Quasi, and one of the things I want to work on with Quasi is doing a cooking show, because I'm gonna demonstrate to him the camera equipment I got while he's over there showing us his skills on the grill and in other places. I'm gonna bring the camera piece over and show you what we got in Gye-Nyame and what we can further get, because the whole piece is we want to start doing this whole media piece. And when I show you what I got, it's gonna blow your mind, dog.
Oh, okay. That sounds exciting.
It's gonna blow.
I feel like I owe our audience an apology, because I fell off with the I-Win situation, man. That was a financial situation, you know what I mean? While you are growing and accumulating items, mine are doing that.
Right. But hey, it's cool because the audience understand, man, because like I said, you know what I'm saying? It took me to get to a certain point in my life where I was able to have enough. You know what I'm saying? You still in that discovery. We still in that discovery, developing phase, and then on top of that, being, and a lot of people gonna take this the wrong way. Being black, it takes you time to establish stability. It takes more time for you to establish stability than if you were from another group. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's understandable.
Together too, man. I mean, I'm you know, it's nice to be understood. I definitely say that.
Oh, dude. Shit, I've been through the shit. You know, in my family, we thought it was late blooming. That's what we called it. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't never, you know, being black, but shit.
Bloom late.
Right. I thought it was late blooming. It ain't late blooming. You black. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no wealth to fall back on. And you ain't got nobody to help you. You know, so, you know, we out here. So, we out here for real. So, if we're living good, it's because we out here doing some shit that is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shouts out to you. But you called in, you got a comment, or you just ready to get into these quotes?
Yeah, I just you know, half the time I don't even be having access to even see that. My data is out right now. I just happen to be somewhere where I got Wi-Fi, so I started the show going, you know what I mean?
All right. So we're going to get into these. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we be struggling out here. A lot of niggas be liking to be on Facebook and acting like they rich. I'm real with mine. I'm struggling like a mug right now.
I mean, but actually, that's a Gye-Nyame rule. We got to be real with it. Because that, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like I said, other than that, we're practicing illusions and shit. We all out here. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? So
unfortunate situation today with some people that I love. I just really came to me where I couldn't deny that these people are living in illusion, man, and it hurt me to have to realize that I have to kind of distance myself. You know what I mean? I have to. Sometimes we got to lose people, even that we love, in order to preserve ourselves. I can't lose myself, but then I'm no good to nobody.
Right. Because I mean, we be living those. Some people be living those illusions, and you'd be so crazy. You be listening to them, you like, what in the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You really don't know where you are, when you are, nor why you are. You know? Hold on. Brother Kwame say, what do Kwesi want us to bring? Wings, drinks, etc. And he said lemonade or Gatorade, as far as drinks are concerned, can't drink anything stronger than that ambrosia. And ooh.
They don't make hard Gatorade?
Huh?
So they don't make hard Gatorade? They ain't invented hard Gatorade yet?
Nah, we gotta invent that on our own. But I think I might bring a gallon of ambrosia. I'm gonna have some ready. You know, it's gonna be it's gonna be young, but it's gonna be strong. I'm bringing some ambrosia. That's what the fuck I'm bringing.
I'll say this though, anything y'all want on the grill, let me know in like a day in advance. Preferably, I would like to get it so I can season it and let it marinate. You know what I mean?
All right. So Kwame, if you didn't hear him,
so I can be mentally prepared.
He said whatever y'all want on the grill, bring it, because he would like to get it a day in advance. So we got tomorrow to get it to Kwesi so he could go and season it up, get it ready, so they could be put on the grill. I got some, got those big mushrooms too. I might bring some of those. You know, we might be able to do a little snippet of a show or something over there. But then the Raw Rising is early that morning, so I'm gonna have to get out of here. I got to get out of here about 5:45. No, I'm gonna have to get out about 5 a.m. because I want to be at the Raw Rising.
Raw Rising?
Yeah, that's it's a ceremony celebrating the solstice, even though the solstice is tomorrow at 11:54 a.m. I think it's tomorrow at 11:54 a.m.
Where's that gonna be at? Is it something that I could?
Yeah, it'll be. I gotta get the flyer. I'm gonna post it up, but I think it's like at 5:45. It's at sunrise over at the Wolf Park. Brother Kwame, what's going on?
I was rather than doing all that damn typing with my carpal tunnel hands and everything. So, Kwesi, how do we get the stuff to you?
I can come and get it.
Listen, Kwame live. Shit.
No, we're
Kwame live in Pittsburgh.
Look, we're gonna be in town because we got to get our visas taken. Our visas taken.
Hey.
Let me find out. I gotta get a passport photo to come and see you.
No, it ain't that bad. I know around 4 o'clock we're supposed to be at South High School. That's where we're getting our visa pics taken by a young brother.
Oh, where you about to go? You ain't got to tell me. You saying,
No. I know for sure that we plan on sending Charlotte to synagogue.
But you said we. Are you going to synagogue too?
I'm not sure. You know, funds are tight, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. I mean, that's the conversation me and Kwesi was just having. Funds, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you do this work. When you doing this work. Shit. You know, I got to look at you. Got to look at a motherfucker like an agent if he always on top when he doing this type of work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like shit. It's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn. You know, because like I said, for me to get the people the quality that y'all deserve. You know what I'm saying? Shit, bro. You know, I got to sit back and be like, My wife started talking, I gotta look the other way and shit, cause I'd be like, like shit.
Well, so, but the thing is that I wanted to travel before I'd gone blind. Now, it's not that I can't have experiences as a blind person in the various countries I would visit, but Charlotte, I want to make this opportunity available for her to go with her dance crew, with Miss Susan and
right.
Kasan gang. If by some chance they raise enough money where I can go, then I'll be gone. But at this point, we're just getting our license. We're getting our new license stuff, So hell, you got to have a new license, so they can track you abroad.
Right.
To your license, and then get our visas together. And so
wait, hold on. They're combining the license and the passport?
No. So basically, you have to go in and you get reissued a new license with a lot of other information, included within it. And so I don't have a license, but my state ID, I'll trade that in for and I'm wondering, shit, I probably got to pay for this shit too.
Yeah.
So I get to trade that in for the updated license that allows you to travel abroad.
Oh, so you gonna have
So you can travel abroad with your license now, with your state ID?
No. I'm not saying that, but you must have this new license in order to travel abroad.
It's called,
even with a passport?
Yeah, I'm reading about it right now. It's called an agent in the pocket. That's what they call it. The agent in the pocket. So they could.
So you're telling me that I have a passport. I have my passport, but I have an outdated. Well, I mean, it's not expired yet, but it's not updated. So I can't travel abroad right now unless I get the new license. Correct.
Damn.
You stuck, Quasi. You thought you was escaping. You can't go. You can't go nowhere. You thought you was slick, trying to get your passport. You gotta get this up-to-date license. So I gotta get an up-to-date license. All right, so let's go and let's shoot these out real quick because we are at. Damn, I'm at 53 minutes. Been running my mouth. All right. First proverb. This is from Swami Vivekananda. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. That's number one. Number two, this is from Nagarjuna. Things derive their being and nature by mutual dependence and nothing and are nothing in themselves. So let me say that again because I messed up. Things derive their being and nature by mutual dependence and are nothing in themselves. Last one. One cannot make a pact with the slave and make a pact with the master and then not betray one of them. Now, I have this proverb in this book at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I make everybody that has to get this book, that does this book, that goes through this process, you have to process that at least 3 times in this book. One cannot make a pact with the slave and make a pact with the master and then not betray one of them. Damn.
Or both.
Or both. So family, here we go. Question. 1, 2, or 3. Kwame, you the elder? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
1. Quasi. Here you go. It's on you. So what you going to do? Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, and every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success.
You want me to
you gotta say
impression?
I threw it, yeah. I threw it out to you. Go ahead.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was that sounds like an Eastern philosophy versus the Western. Like the Eastern philosophy is concentrate your forces versus the Western philosophy being don't put all your eggs in one basket. So,
is it a
I'm
good?
not say that there's wisdom to either. And it's interesting that kind of vibes with the third one. Like the slave or the master making a pact with one or the other. It's not necessarily the slave or the master, but you definitely can't concentrate your forces and not put all your eggs in one basket. You see what I'm saying? You have to pick one of those slots. You know what I mean? Like if you in the middle somewhere, then you ain't doing shit.
You ain't doing. Ooh.
You know.
Ooh. So, but we got a lot of neutral people in our camp. We got a lot of neutral people in our lives. Damn, y'all got both quiet.
Yeah.
Y'all both got quiet on that.
I mean, hell, I think I'm definitely closer to neutral than having chosen a stance. I honestly, like being honest with myself, I think that's even part of like why I challenge myself to be honest with myself. That's kind of, if I was to say like picking one thing and sticking to it and letting it be the essence of my being, that's kind of one, like what I feel myself wanting to gravitate towards is really being honest with myself and not being full of shit, literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I feel my body not flowing right, like
right.
blockages in my body.
There is I think it's Dale Carnegie. He says, put all your eggs in one basket and watch the basket. You know what I'm saying? Because the question comes up for me because in our culture, mastery was a major thing. And we are being immersed in a culture now where rather than master, you're being pushed towards being good, a little bit good at everything. Mastery was a major piece for us. And the piece that I'm saying is that you can't really become a master if you don't, in a sense, in some form or fashion, activate the idea that he's talking about total single focus. But that will cause havoc in your life. We got Sister Regina. Actually, I think today is today your day, Sister Regina? Yeah, you a Yah. Sister Regina is a Yah. Shouts out to the Yahs. We're going to give the Yah a round of applause for representing on the show today. Shouts out. Sisters of Fire will be at the G&J Mall this month. She got yes, hashtag y'all born. Hold on. That's a tough one because I have so many interests, but as I mature and grow my business, I see the wisdom in that. We can allow our full selves to be dedicated to singular goals. That's powerful. And she said, yes, she's a y'all born. But go ahead, Kwame.
You know, when I first heard of that, there were two thoughts that went through my mind. Of course, Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 Hours.
Yeah.
And the idea where, you know, when I was younger, I used to have this concept of my that I wanted to, you know, kind of focus my life in on. But naturally, I was drawn to Jehudi. Now, many of us who understand the Neteru of Kemet, we understand that really those are two sides of the same coin. And so, in many respects, I got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though my focus may have been on my eye, my natural instinct was to, you know, think in terms of mathematics, think in terms of communication, you know, along those lines. And so, yeah, I lucked up. And this is a question to Sister Regina. A lemon pound cake, do you do that? What you laughing about, man? Shit,
Man, I thought you was about to say some profound shit. I thought you was about to ask a profound question.
Was so profound.
I was like, God damn, okay. I got a question for you, Sister Regina. I got there to talk about Tahuti, my aunt, and mathematics, but I have a question. Sister Regina, a lemon pound cake. Do you do that?
Or hell, I could have been like Captain Picard. I said, Sister Regina,
Make it so.
lemon pound cake. Make it happen.
Make it so.
Number one, make it so.
Make it so. But Sister Regina, that's a serious question. Brother Kwame want to know, do Sisters of Fire make pound cake? Because we couldn't remember the menu. I couldn't remember the menu, but I do remember seeing some cakes over there. And he's looking for a pound cake. Yes, laughing out. My mom does the cakes. Brother Kwame wants to order, is it a lemon pound cake?
Lemon pound cake.
And when do you need it?
You know, shoot, I just, you know, was thinking about my mom, and, you know, she wanted a lemon pound cake, so.
All right, so as soon as you get it.
I'll check within family.
All right, so Sister Regina, if you know how to get in touch with Kwame, you can. If not, you get in touch with me. I'll get you in touch with Kwame. He want to order a lemon pound cake. But, nothing, I kind of, just thinking about my grandma right now, I would really like a 7-Up pound cake.
Oh, Lord. I could not stand those damn 7-Up sours,
man. I know Quasi too young for all that, man, but oh, man, the 7-Up.
7-Up yours.
Man. 7-Up pound cake. All right. But, all right, back to the profoundness. We're going to get back deep. Now, the focus, family. Listen to it. Listen. Mastery, I'm just going to put it like this. For our culture, mastery was a major thing. And mastery requires you to be able to focus your energy into, in many cases, a single objective. And usually people that are able to do this are people that are able to be successful, because what starts to happen is, and from what I notice is that when you become focused, other things that you need in life, other people will be able to fit in and fulfill that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't focused, because some of us, we get single-minded on our fuckery rather than our mastery. You know what I'm saying? So we have to really make sure that we're directing that single-minded focus towards something that is, one, necessary for us, and two, necessary for the people. Like, for example,
I want to give another idea of this mastery piece, though, and this focus piece, because first, an example of what I'm referring to is when Brother Hatem and I were asked to, give some commentary on the ancestor Malcolm X. Now, Brother Hatem had expressed that, neither of us are any kind of experts on Malcolm X. However, we can approach Malcolm X's life through what we're mastering in. And Hatem's, of course, is, storytelling. And, of course, how he phrases the journey of the hero. And mine was through mathematics, where literally what I wanted to do, I had to make some adaptations, but what I wanted to do was, I designed a lesson plan, a math lesson plan around Malcolm X and running numbers. And so the idea of mastery is becoming so proficient in what one has focused on that given any situation, they're able to relate their mastery to that situation.
Hold on. You heard it, right? You heard it. He blew it up. Now, go and think about it, cause we got one more, family. We're gonna do one more, and we're gonna get up off this, cause it's past 10 o'clock. I need to go to bed. I've been sleeping late and shit, and my body's adjusting, and back. You know what I'm saying? Back to this. So I need to go and get my rest. So we're gonna do one more. Kwame, you picked the last one. Kwesi, you got a choice between number 2 and number 3.
I don't remember what either one of them are specifically, but I know number 2. Number 3. I already connected it to
number 1.
Number 1. So I think I'll go with 3.
You gonna go with 3? One cannot make a pact with the slave and make a pact with the master and then not betray one of them. Actually, I forgot to announce what it's from. This is from Benin, Nigeria, and Togo. So all 3 of these areas had this in common. One cannot make a pact with the slave and make a pact with the master and then not betray one of them. Kwame, you want to take that one?
If you insist. So, when you consider a number of people who are said to represent us, I'll use Candace Owens as an example. Now, Candace Owens, I didn't even know who the hell she was at one point, right?
Right.
But her name kept popping up. And then she gave a testimony before Congress, in some hearing or something. And I heard this woman talk. And maybe a week before, I got into a very heated argument with a sister who I'd been friends with for damn near 30-something years over reparations. And so fast forward a week later, I'm listening to this Candace Owens, talk. And I'm hearing all these phrases that this friend of mine was saying coming out of Candace Owens' mouth. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. That's what she's been listening to? And so Candace Owens, who says, she does everything for the benefit of black people, but at the same time, she's working for the masters. And when you hear the words come out of her mouth, clearly she's betraying black people.
God damn.
Because she's not dealing with the reality of the economic devastation that was brought on by, from slavery to through Reconstruction, Jim Crow, the Civil Rights era, and presently. She ain't dealing with any of the realities of the shit that black people have to go through. And so that's my example of that. And when you were commenting on the people they were sending, the Democrats were sending before Congress, I made the comment, I said, you cannot send an integer to do an irrational's job. And I'm speaking algebraically from a numeric point of view. Integers are your numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the negatives of those numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The irrational numbers are numbers that cannot really be expressed.
Like pi?
Like pi.
Zero was an integer?
Say that again?
I didn't know zero was an integer.
Yeah.
I thought zero was more of an irrational number because it can't really be expressed.
No, irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed as a fraction. Zero can be expressed as 0 over 1, 0 over 2, 0 over 3.
Oh, okay.
All equals 0.
Right.
But those are also that's also a subset of the rational numbers, because your rational numbers
is a special case.
Zero has its properties. Excuse me. Depending upon whether you're looking at it from a group standpoint, an additive standpoint, a multiplicative standpoint, and just to give a brief example of what I mean. So if I'm looking for the additive identity, it would be 0, because any number I add to 0 will yield that number. In other words, 0 plus 1 gives you 1. So 0 becomes the additive identity. Right. In multiplication, the additive identity is the number 1. 1 times 15 is 15. 1 times any number, x, is x. And so it becomes the multiplicative identity. But those are just examples of some of the ideas that come to me when I think of this notion of trying to serve two masters.
He got a math lesson. Only on Gye-Nyame journey. Shit. We found out 0 is an integer. We found out that you can't send an integer to do an irrational numbers job. You know what I'm saying? And it is, and we have people that supposedly are serving us and serving others, and there's no way that you can actually. You're going to have to betray one of them. We have to understand this. This is why it's very important, because I was talking to the family about this. We have to have individuals that are supported by the community, that speak out for the community. If they are supported by the community, then they are beholden to the community. The community is master. Right? And they serve that community. So we have to be able to start finding ways to be able to free up people so that they can actually speak our interests. A lot of people that are...
I have to say...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, finish what you were saying.
Nah, I'm done. Go ahead. You know, I just make it up as I go.
I was talking to Sister Navita, man, and I felt like that situation that happened where that officer punched the dude. I feel like I feel personally responsible for the way that played out. I feel personally responsible. I mean, Navita was saying that we as a tribe could have stepped up and been there for him, but I feel like I personally should have reached out to him and been his strength, and I feel like I dropped the ball on that.
You know him?
Because, but I ain't never stopped me from finding nobody.
That's true. I feel you on that. That's deep. But then, like, once again, that gets to the point of when you are out there fighting for him, where is your living coming from? This is why ministers are supposed to be servants of the congregation, because they don't have to worry about their daily bread coming from the devil or the system. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be the spokespeople, and those people that work for these religious institutions are supposed to be the spokesperson for the people. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the conscious community, we have not moved to a point where we are, in a sense, tithing in a way to where we are able to do it. And that's one of the things that I always got to give the Nation of Islam props for, because Malcolm was only able to be Malcolm because of the Nation of Islam. Because they provided the basics. That's nation building. You know what I'm saying? If you are a spokesperson and you speak for us, we're going to make sure that you be able to eat. So this means that all these other men out here, they're going to work at places every day. They might not be able to say the shit that you could say, but when they come back and they bring their money back, they're cutting you a piece of that so that you will be able to do what you do. And we haven't made it to that point yet, to where we have individuals that are able to do that. But we're moving there. We're moving there. The market is one of the first steps to that. So, you know what I'm saying? We have to really understand that as they say in the Bible, you can't serve two masters. You can't. You're going to have to betray one. You're going to love one, hate the other. You're going to betray one. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way the system that we are existing, the system that we exist in is designed. And you're always going to betray the one that ain't feeding you. Most people. Let's put it that way. Most people are always going to betray the one that ain't feeding them. There's some fools out here. Some of us fools out here. You can be like, we're guided by principles and shit like that. So we got to find ways to take care of those individuals, especially the young ones coming up.
You don't forget, we'll be at South High School 4:00. I think I got your number. If I don't, just in case, Brother Hatem, shoot me Quasi's number.
Okay.
Or Quasi, if you have my number, then shoot it to me just to make sure I got it. Hell, if it comes in as your name, then I know I got it. But if it don't, then I don't. So.
All right. So.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, you got his number, Quasi?
I'm checking right now.
All right, because one of the things we got to do at our next meeting is make sure everybody got everybody else's number. Because that's what I'm doing with the young boys as well. All right, family, listen.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, so. All right. Well, I got both of y'all numbers, so I'll take care of that. Give me a couple minutes after this. But family, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us here at the Congregation of the Mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simba production, and we just did another Tribal Quotes, day 75, by the way. Only got 15 more. And, of course, you know, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Family, I'm out.